He's a waka-waka-ow! Wowwy'z Workshop! Well, hello everybody! Welcome back to Wowwy'z Workshop. Is this too close? Let me set that back a little bit there. Oh, all right. How we doing, folks? Can you hear me? I don't know why I say can you hear me all the time. I've never had problems with my audio on a live. So I don't know why every time in the beginning I say can you hear me before I start talking. Makes absolutely no sense. So I won't do that no more. How's everybody doing? Sounds good. Sounds good, says Grumpy. Oh my good. All the tribe are rolling in, folks. We got Dad Cars. We got Rhinestone Suzanne. We got RCP. Robert C. Peters in the house. We got Grumpy. We got Dad Cars. Did I say that? Christopher Creations has just rolled in. Perry the Carving Wizard is here. Hello, everybody. Happy Curmudgeon Carving. Matthew, Baby's Kisses is here. Hello, Baby's Kisses. Hey, Josh, the Electric Whittler is here. That's funny. I was just talking to you, Josh. Ciao. Is the lighting okay? Hi, Baby's Kisses. Electric Whittler. Woodchucker Chainsaw Carver is here. Hello, sir. Wow. We got all sorts of good folks rolling in today. She's a warm one. You're going to see the old shirt doing a little of this, doing a little of that. That's because it is hot in here in the Creation Station. Coming to you across the nation. Everybody's saying hello. So, everybody, yeah, Wowwy's been busy working on stuff. We got Bane sitting here. We got the Fiona project coming along. There's a couple lines there under her eye. It might look weird because I'm going to cut in a couple little bags under her eye there. And a couple little wrinkles here. I'm actually just going to follow the grain lines and do a couple little... The more I'm looking at this little flower vase Woodspirit, it looks like an older soul to me. Kindred old soul. There's the old Just Carve Rob profile shot for ya. If Just Carve Rob happens to roll in, looking for love in all the wrong places. Like you do. Like you do. Just Carve Rob just rolled in. Speak of the devil. Jane is here. Hello, Jane. Hello, Just Carve Rob. That's awesome. There's RC Peters there. Everybody's rolling in. Thanks for coming back, everyone. And Jane, thank you for being here, sister. And Rhinestone Suzanne is here, but she's driving, folks. So we don't want her typing and trying to do all that mess. No. You just get to where you're going safe, sister. And hey, I don't know if you can see what LaRue here is doing a little garden of some stuff over here. And LaRue just so happens to have that from all the way from Athens, Alabama, I believe. Birmingham. There's a stamp on there that says Birmingham. That's right, Stone Suzanne. I finally got the sticker. Well, I hope there's a sticker in there. Could be a note that says meh. That's awesome. Everybody. Baron Boss Lady is here. Heck yeah, buddy. How you doing, little bro? I like that. You call me big bro. It's probably the truth, though. I'm probably 10 years older than you. How you doing? Glad to see you, sir. That's awesome. Yeah, I was on Creation Desk just a little while ago. He's just giving her on this big ass bear. My God, man. If old Wowwy only had the back tickets for that kind of stuff, I would just love to be able to do that. But you never know. Hi, Rob. You never know. You know, I don't ever count my options out. Like the way that things in the medical industry is like every day there's a new thing, you know? And even when Neuralink started, I actually, you know, when you live with pain, you'll consider doing some crazy ass stuff to get rid of that pain. I actually even considered, I was like, well, hey, if Neuralink can turn it off, I don't care. I'll put that fucking toony size thing in my skull. I don't care. But then I thought, well, I didn't want to do that. But there are things, I've heard things about discs, like replacement rubber discs that they can now put, because I don't have an L3 disc. So I don't count myself out. Maybe someday I'll be able to do bigger pieces, but for now, Wowwy'z in here doing the smaller stuff. And Bing is here. Her robe is getting to the point where I'm happy. As you can see, I cut in another little bit of a little arm there, right? Because you gotta account for the second little arm. So I'm gonna undercut that some more and do a couple little like wrinkles and stuff, like a bit of a cuff. So it's more, so you can tell that that's her little arm. And then I finally broke through, guys. Break on through to the other side. Broke through the gloss. You can still see some of it in the cracks here. But my goodness golly, guys. Wow, we got through her. Wow, we got through the gloss. The old Burr 70s clock. Wow, we got through the gloss. It wasn't fun. And outside, I gotta tell you, the white powder that coated everything, and even this thing, you can see the white powder, like it's full of epoxy dust. Probably not the best to breathe in either. So I was using the old PPE, but who knows? I just know that the wife got pissed because she came home and she's like, what's all this white powder? What's all this white dust on the hot tub? I don't know. I have no idea. Bionic Wowie. Yeah. Oh shit, man. Believe me, man. Once you've spent 10 years in the old chronic pain situation, you'll start to consider doing all sorts of things. But as you know, Robert, you're a maiden pain warrior. Beautiful necklace, Wowie. Is that an aged ball chain? Actually, sir, this is copper tone ball chain. You can buy actually the copper ball chain that looks aged. And if you would like, I could send you where I get that stuff from. Christopher's Creations. I'll let you guys all know. Christopher's Creations and Two Brothers One Vision has a really, really cool bond. He really loves our blung, the keys, the old stuff, and then the copper that my brother does. Chris was really, really into all that. And so we've been talking back and forth. He's kind of like my little blung Padawan is what I'd be calling him, because he wants to learn everything. And he's already on eBay buying his own keys on the lots, on the auctions. How? Making old Wowie proud. Yeah, blame it on the construction. Yes, no doubt, Grumpy. I can blame everything. That is so freaking loud today. I was out there I just go out there and I'm just like thinking, oh man. What I'd do if I could beat up all those freaking loud tools. Yes, Just Carve Rob says, I feel that. Just Carve Rob is living with the back pain now, as well as Claire. Claire dinged her back up, our sister in France, and now she has sciatic pain like that I have, shooting down the freaking legs, and she can't sit no more to carve. So Claire's actually living what I do. Now she's going through all of this. Now she's having to relearn everything. Like I stand while I carve, I stand while I draw. You guys see me upstairs, right? Everything I do is standing, because sitting is you got to make a choice which one hurts less, right? And then you got to work around it. So that's why my whole creation station here is all based on me standing here and doing it to it, right? Stevens S. Carvings is here. Hello, Stephen, from the UK. Oh, Matthew says sciatica is awful. I can't stand long or I'll get it. Oh, so you understand, Matthew, and I'm sorry you do, sir. I really do. I don't wish it on anybody. Well, there's a few real, dirtbags out there in the world that I could maybe wish something like that on, but honestly, it's not. I don't need that karma, and I don't want anybody to feel the stuff that I felt. So that's the bad thing about it. It don't take but one accident to pull it. Yes, that's true. All I did was lift something one time, and I blew it. I blew my L3 disc, like I ruptured it, and the whole thing was floating. And then they went in there and had spine surgery, and they cut it all out. But then said, you're on your own, kid. You don't got a disc in there anymore, so don't carry anything heavy. Don't lift nothing. Your life is different. Your life is different now. And that's what you got to do. You got to fucking pick up and just keep on going. And that's what Made in Pain is all about. 420 painkillers. I got one rolled in there, Robbie. We'll be lighting at 4 o'clock. Well, however long I can make it. Why do I got this crazy bad light on me? Jesus. I like the cozy. There. It's a little bit better. I just like the ambiance, For all those folks watching that don't know what the heck has happened. Robert C. Peters says, I got pipes for that. Yes, you do, sir. And I got one of them. The other day, my wife was like, she come into the studio, and she's like, what smells like wood? Burning wood. What are you doing in here? Oh, I was just having an old haul off of R.C. Peters, the one that you put the little logo on. I was having a haul off that one, and then she could smell the burnt wood. Yow! But yes, it's being used, man. It's being used, it's being appreciated and loved. And that's what trading art and doing this is all about. It's so awesome doing the things we do with the community, trading our stickers, trading, sometimes it's a carving, sometimes it's something special, you just never know. Hey? So it's really, really cool that we do that. And I got things inside that I just sit and I look at when I'm not online doing things. And I just, it's part of my life, this whole carving community. It's part of my life that I just totally cherish. And all of you folks out there, you're a big part of what Wowie is, and I appreciate you. You're family to me. That's Cherry, good smoking wood. Ow! Never can tell, says the electric whittler. Awesome. Well, guys, so that's what's going on. Oh, yes, and I was digging through my stuff, too. Oh, I gotta go with the light back on, but look at that, what I found in my stuff. A carving fusion, that's Bap. Bap designed that. And I miss Bap, he's a brother. And so I'm putting that on the board as well when I do crack this open. I wanted to crack it open out German doing them live, but then that takes away from my opportunity to make a little video or make a short, little shout out to the tribe. Tribe strong, right? So I'm gonna hold off. As much as it hurts me, Suzanne, I gotta hold off. But yeah, that's a classic, hey guys? So that's going on the board of support. Nothing like a little huff and puff to aid the pain, says Just Carve Rob. You know that, sir. You know it, man. And why not? And why not? And then my wife, Spooky Doobie is her art name, but she says, I got a sticker for your carving box. This one little says, yes, you can. And then this little one, I don't know what the hell that is, but that's a classic Spooky Doobie kind of thing. Woo. So she wants those on my something, either on my carving box. And then this little one, our friend Caitlin, who I did the snail for, she has a dog named Hank, and he's one of these little buggers. And so Katie was like, you got to put Hank on there. Can't forget Hank. So Hank's going on there. Ow! Joe! Tim List is here. Hello, Tim. How you doing, man? It's great to see you, Tim. I love it when the Kindred Spirits wood carver tribe comes rolling in. It's just like a family reunion to Wowie. I love it. I love this. And even though I'm, there are some days where I'm like, oh my God, it's Wednesday. I'm fucking so much in pain yet, but I so much enjoy doing this with you guys. And it's like having friends over. And I spend a lot of my time alone. That's what being a lighthouse is all about. But hey, even lighthouses just, need some company from time to time. And I really, really appreciate you guys being here and being part of that. Hey, all of the awesome, awesome Kindred Spirits wood carving crew. Tribe strong. Baby Kisses says yep. Good. Let me do a little, give you a little couple little hearts to you, Baby Kisses. Ciao! So, yes, we gotta get tidying up here, and so I hope everybody is doing really, really good. I've been doing all sorts of deep diving on the internet. As you know, Wowwy'z is really, really interested in UFOs and ancient civilizations, ancient aliens, just crazy stuff all around, Bigfoot, just the paranormal. I love all of that stuff. It's my life, other than art, but it's like ever since I could read a book, I didn't want nothing but the Mysteries of the Unexplained books, or the books about UFOs. I even found my favorite UFO book from elementary school in the library. I found it on Amazon, so I'm going to buy that, because it's like what started it all. But there's lots of crap going on, man, every day. Have you guys been following the Bucosphere? That big metal sphere that has the equator around it, and the alien freaking stuff, and the quantum chip on it, and my God. And you know what? Not only did the one in Buga, Colombia, land, and they got it, but there's another one that supposedly has been retrieved. I think they're presenting themselves. Honestly, I do. And so that they can get the word out, per se. And so now there's more showing up all over the place. Those balls, and maybe they are the orbs that people have been seeing, that light up at night. But this thing is crazy, the Bucosphere. Look it up, man. There's like alien writing on it. It gets heavier while people are like testing it and stuff. It'll gain 10 pounds out of nowhere. And when they do certain tests on it, it acts like nothing like on what they found on Earth ever. Not the way normal metal is. You pour water on it, it just steams off, yet it's totally cold. It's crazy. And they got a hold of this thing. So I've been following that. That's just awesome. All that good stuff. Love it, Larry. Yes. It's good, man. And then, I understand that we were all brainwashed in school. Especially the older, like my Katie's folks. My mom's pretty open to all this stuff, but Katie's folks and other people in that age bracket, they were taught that this is like a laughable thing, but that's because we're all part of a psyop making it a ridiculous thing, but yet they spend millions and millions of dollars to cover it and follow it. But yeah, most people, because of the way we've been brainwashed, they think it's funny, but it's not. You gotta be numb to think that we're the one and only thing in this universe. This universe is teeming with life. It's teeming. I bet every dollar I have on that. It's just, we gotta break out of this box that we're in. It goes way far beyond gas and gears and rockets, folks. The White House recently made this comment on a press release saying that we now have the technology that annihilates distance and time. We can warp time. They said this to the public. Annihilates distance. That means we don't have to putter through the sky with a little tiny thing with a rocket with gas. That means we can go poof. We can go there. Big things are coming, folks. Keep an open mind. A closed mind is a wasted mind. Hey? Go! We are just a tiny marble in God's giant sack of marbles. That's right, Grumpy. That's the freaking attitude, man. That is the attitude. So, now that LaRue is here. Everybody say hello. LaRue. LaRue's been working hard, folks. We got new music. I own the rights to it. Grumpy and Perry and Robert. Robert plays with this stuff too. Love your lives, Larry, says Rhinestone. Hey! Thank you, sister. You be careful driving. But I'm glad you're listening. But yes, I lost all my marbles, says Robert. When I was working through a few spaceships near Carlisle, Ohio. Really, Tim? That's awesome. Jesus. Yes, Suzanne, drive safe. What was I saying? Oh, yes, that's right. So Perry, Grumpy, I finally, I went on there and I bought the premium whatever thing, so I own the rights now. And so LaRue, it's going to be his time to shine again, folks. Every time that we have new videos, Tribe Mail, Tool Talking episodes, we're going to have new music pumping out of old little LaRue. And I don't do the songs like have them generate lyrics and stuff for me. I don't do it that way. I write my own lyrics, and they're show intros, right? Or for reels, like I got a couple WIP Wednesday tracks that I can make reels out of and not get chased down for the rights because I pay for it, so it's mine now. My music. Wowwy'z. But yes, as you guys know, if you've heard my corny little intro with the guitar ever, the original Wowwy'z Workshop, I can make music. I can play music. But it is really, really hard to make music, make content, make art, and, live a life and deal with pain. So I am going to utilize new things, new technologies and stuff to help me along the way. Jane is here. Itulu is what are you doing? Oh, hello, Itulu. I am carving today. Gonna be carving, working on this little flower vase Woodspirit. Yes, and this is the real deal. It has been made, turned by Pete Blair, the wood turner, and it's been made so that this glass beaker, this glass beaker is removable, so you can put a real flower in there with real fresh water and have the flower stay alive. So we're going to work on that today a little bit with you guys. Now that I've had my verbal spew. But yeah, guys, like I was saying, there is so much going on outside of all the crap that every news channel is just regurgitating, but I try and stay away from that. Everything is biased one way or another. So where do you get news, that you can trust? I don't know. Most of the time I'll turn into the BBC, but then I have folks in the UK that are good friends with me that tell me it's sort of the same thing there. They just kind of hide it. And it's not so apparent. It's not so red and blue, right? So, I don't know. I just like to look up my own stuff. Hello, John. How you doing, John? Jane says, hello, neighbor. Everybody's talking. I'm in Sydney. Sydney? Jane. Sydney, BC? Are you staying here, Jane? I am doing good, Wowie. Good, John. Thank you for coming by. Okay. No, Sydney, in Ohio. Okay, you got me excited there for a second. I was like, holy smokes! We're gonna meet up for a beverage. Or a puff. Whatever you do. Tim List lives near you. Okay, now it makes sense. Itulu says, I am from Turkey. That is awesome, Itulu. Welcome to the channel. We carve, we do all sorts of stuff. I also draw, paint, electroform copper. That's coming down the tube. And I know Christopher's Creations cannot happen soon enough, man. He's just chomping at the bit. But I tell you guys, when you guys see what electroforming is and how I do it and what you can do, you're gonna be bit by the bug. So, just like carving, it can really, really affect the old wallet. I'll just forewarn you, because you're gonna want to try it once I show you. I promise you that. If you're a creator of any sense. But thank you for coming to a Tulu. Thank you. I wish I knew how to say greetings or anything properly. Yes, please, says Christopher's Creations. He's just a-waiting. Just a-waiting. It's going to be cool, man. I'm actually doing a little bit of research so that when I present it, I can actually tell you what's going on and not just say it's freaking magic like I do. Oh, you use this paint, you use recycled copper and this blue juice, and it's magic. There's a lot more to it than that. So I want to be able to present it properly because this is about learning and sharing art and sharing, methods and stuff. So I don't want to just be dumb about it. But I'm doing my homework, in other words, brother. So everybody's saying hello. Good. Everybody talk, make merry. Whoever merry might be, make her proud. So what I'll do is I'll move old little Bing off for now. But I know that I'm gonna get antsy and I'm gonna get wanting to do a little bit more work on that. But it's cool to watch people effing around with tools and how it all the suction box works and all that stuff. It's neat to watch, I think. I sit back and watch these things later, as odd as that might be. But I actually have my old puff and I just watch old Wowwy go. So, welcome to the show. All right. Should have Bing be, well, maybe I'll just, no. Yep, I'll just set her down here. Don't want to damage Bing in the old process. Okay, so what are we doing next? I tell you guys, at the end of the last time, I cut in these humps on either side. I went in there with that little Dremel 106. I cut the hump line, and then I went in after with my Dremel 7144, and then I cleaned up the cut line like I do. So we got that far. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go in there on either side of the nose above the humps, and we're going to move some of that material away. So the nose is a little bit more narrow, and then it's more pronounced right here. Okay? So I'm going to be doing that. And as always, I'll be using I'm a Kutzall affiliate. That's why there's links in the basement, guys. All the tools, all these burrs that I'm using today, you can get them in the Kutzall link. And if you use our link, you get a discount. But just to be sure, on your way out, after you've bought and everything, use promo code DIB5. I'm sorry it's backwards. You can ask YouTube about that. That's just the way this thing is set up. But DIB5, all together, all big letters, all capital, I should say. And yes, that's the promo code. But Kutzall told me that they're moving away from the promo code, so they just want people to use the link, and then it automatically gets applied. And also, there's some Amazon links. I'm an Amazon associate. I actually got an email from Amazon today giving me crap because my sales are low. So, if you need any burrs, Dremel burrs, or any of the tools that I have linked down there, please use my link and then we get a couple cents. But I just want those people off my back, I feel like I'm doing wrong, but hey, I can't help it. I'm putting them down there. That's all I can do on a wing and a prayer. All right, so yes, I'll be using my Kutzall burrs to do that. Remove that material on the nose. I'm also going to crack in to the Kutzall Fine Detail Burr Kit. 1/8. Okay? That's how you find it. It's in fine. It's the 1/8 shaft. And you go through the Kutzall link, and you can find these in there. There's sets and stuff. It takes a little while to navigate through the Kutzall site, but it's very, very easy. Just go to burrs, and then there's all sorts of things. Kutzall makes all sorts of things like this. Look at these. Look at these awesome rasps. Hey? They come in the same flavors. Coarse, fine. Very, very handy. Yeah, Kutzall makes some good tools, guys. So yes, as I go here today, I'll bumble through what I'm using, but mostly we're to the point now where everything I use on this is going to be fine. Okay? So we'll work on that a little bit. And then I drew some, this one is way low, but I drew just a couple guidelines on there to make some bags under our eyes. And like I do, I cut them in with the little tiny 106 cutter. And then I clean them up. Clean out the cut line. So, having that said, and I gotta turn up this here, my goodness, this here fan. Because it is warm, guys. Woo! Drinking my water. Just check this quick. Text person 2 says, hello, how you doing, text person 2? Please like and subscribe. Hit that like button. You know what? The algorithm hamster is extra hungry today. Every time you hit like for Wowwy, the algorithm hamster gets a pellet. And my accent, I'm from Canada. I'm from Canada, text person 2. But yes, please double tap the screen or however you're watching. Yeah, Jesus, that is full of dust. This one's clean. Ow! My goodness. Oh, and also, Dad said that his raven with skull and rock base carving is done and up. So please, folks, when you're done watching today, Wowwy'z, check out Dad Car's new carving. Because him and I, we were talking about that. About what he should do on the base. And Wowwy gave him a few pointers of what I thought, and he's been busy working on it. And I can't wait to see it. How's that? You need to use the A more, eh? That's right. How you doing, eh? How's it going, eh? What do you think, eh? Pretty fucked up, eh? Oh, you're hurting, eh? Don't get me started with the A's. I actually kind of gotta calm it down sometimes because I really, or a classic Canadian accent thing is a boot. What you talking about? But that's more East Coast. I come from Alberta. I come from like the foobar sounding people. They're freaking crazy, man. Freaking dude. Freaking hurting, man. That's an Albertan. Okay, enough of that. Okay, spider check. So, folks, like I said, the Kutzall Burrs. Yep, no spideys. You do not want a spider in the mask. It is not nice. So, I use the PPE, and anybody out there who wants to try power carving, always use your PPE. There ain't no frickin' around. Okay? Here we go. Is that looking okay? Does it need to be closer, or maybe a bit closer if I can? Let's see. Okay. Ah, shit. Sorry, folks. Switch these around. Joe! Live TV! Put this back on the chute. This is for my sanding, so. Here we go. time for the show. Woo! Switch that over to the 7144 Dremel. I like it. And it's in the links below, in the basement. Get in there, you little prick. There we go. Looking pretty good so far. You see just those little touches, those little wrinkles down there? And a little bag, eh? A little bag under the eye? Just little touches can really do a lot. So now I'll work on that nose, taking away this material here. Sorry for the face mask. Yeah. Oh yeah, let's try this one. I got to get more used to these new ones. I got to keep using them. And I really got to get my ram figured out, my ram microcarver, because my handpiece went. But that's a real pain in the butt always having to switch everything out. Alrighty. See how she likes it. Yeah. Now back to the 714, 7144, I should say. It's a dance. It's a dance. Bong, bing, bong, bong. There we go. Alrighty. Do a little bit of hand sanding. Okay, a little bit of this nice little edge there. A nice little bit of hand sanding.
that a brush. Sorry about that brush. Alrighty.
It don't take long for the... Whoa, I don't want to put that one on my face. This one is better. Okay. It does not take long for the old glasses to fog up. Woo! On up in this mother. Okay. So let's just do a little review of what we just did. There you see. There she be. Coming along, eh guys? Is that looking cool? Oh wow, I can see a real humdinger of a mark there. I gotta fix that right now. What the heck? What you doing to her chin, Wowie? You crazy bugger. And I'm thinking, while I'm here too today, guys, I'm gonna get under here and make this more deeper, more pronounced, just under the chin, okay? And I'll do that with a handy dandy, again, a Kutzall Burr. This one here is their little tiny, in the 1/8 shank. It's the smaller ball, because they make a bigger one. Give me a moment. They make this one too. Okay? Both very, very, very useful. Okay? So in this case, I'm going to use the smaller one. These are both in fine. Well, actually, the bigger one, that was coarse, but it's fine now. So I'll use that just to get underneath that chin there. Get a little bit more depth. Where you can, if you can, and where you can, carve deep. Carve deep, folks. It gives you more shadow. It gives it more 3D. If the wood allows it, carve deep. So I'll just do that quick here. See, I haven't been turning on the dust collector because I wanted to just test on this live, because this is a smaller piece. I wanted to see if I can talk while I got the face mask on. I don't know if you guys can hear me, but maybe I should just check my... Whoa! Pete is here? Claire is here. That is a great carving, Wowie, says John. Thank you, sir. Nice work, Wowie. Sweet face, Wowie, says Tim List. Thank you, Perry. Hello, Claire. I see mon ami. Hello. Peter, how you doing? Got to be careful to suggest Larry Sandy more. That's right. Ball bearers kiss less back in any direction. Less kickback. That's right. The ball bird does have less kickback baby kisses. Thank you, Claire. Thank you for coming. Lawrence? Hello, Lawrence. Good to see you too, sir. If you can, folks, double tap the old screen there. Give Wowie a like. Give the algorithm hamster its pellet. Okay, get it off my back. I don't need that algorithm hamster shaking me down. Thank you, Lawrence. Yep. Pete Blair, who is here, he turned this for me. And we did it. We designed these. I have 4 more, all different shapes, that are going to be also done in the lives. We got a whole bunch more coming, folks. And then doing it this way, this is an actual functional flower vase. And then this can be taken out and cleaned and what have you. But yeah, I'm really, really proud of this design that we came up with, Mr. Pete Blair and I, the old mad scientist. So yeah, I'm glad you see. I'm getting to see her, Pete, because this is another collaboration. Okay, guys. Hey, no, it's a collaboration. Lawrence, Pete, it's been a while. That's cool, Lawrence, that you're here and you know the folks. Claire, how's the back doing, sister? I love you. I'm always thinking of you and sending you much strength. Because I empathize. Okay, guys, so I'll just do a little chin work there, and then we'll talk again. I'll just get this, clean these glasses up. My goodness. And it's not that big of a thing going on, so I'm not turning on the dust collector yet, because that's so loud. Okay. Here we go. Now discuss collector. foggy one. Woo. Okay. Have a little quick little little breather break there. Woo, woo. Jesus. She's warm. She's warm, guys. Oh. Can't type much driving, Pete. That's amazing. My husband loves trains, messing with knives. Hard but quieter. So diverse. What a talented bunch of people. You got that right, Claire. Tribe strong, man. We are surrounded by awesome, awesome creators. You're right about that. Yeah, Rob made Rob says, I am making an axe. It's in the forge. Holy smokes. That's awesome. I got to see that soon. Yeah, Rob, R.C. Peters bought one of Rob's special knives and is just loving it. Getting into the whole world of whittling. A couple of people have been doing that. Claire's been using a lot of hand tools, not really by choice, more because of pain, but I'm buying a piece off of her called Acceptance that is just, it's painfully beautiful because I understand it. On a soulful level I do. And that's why I'm buying it from her. It's because I know it's, she's going through a lot. And she carved this female wood spirit with this look of just, it's not sadness, it's not happiness, it's just acceptance of what is and just carrying on forward. And that's what that piece means to me. And that's why I have to get it. I have to buy it off you, Claire. Oh yes, and Rhinestone Suzanne on her new axe, she did the handshake. It's like this, and awesome. Really, hands are not easy to do, Suzanne. You did awesome on that, and she etched on the blade, and that's something old Wowie hasn't done yet. I'm impressed by that. Kudos to you, sister. That's awesome. I love seeing things I've never delved into. So I'm gonna have to pick your old brain, and you're gonna have to tell me how to do it. It's been put aside for you. Thank you. Thank you, Claire. Much love to you, sister, and be strong. Hold strong. The first years of my pain were the very, very hardest of all. I would only sleep an hour a night. I was angry. I felt ripped off. I felt like all of my chances at a good life have been taken away. It stopped me from having children. All of these things because of the back injury, right? So I got through those first years. I decided that I was going to live. I was going to fight. Made in pain. And from there on in, things get a little bit, your body compensates. The pain will lessen. And like I showed you that the yoga routine that I do. It honestly, I wouldn't share anything with you if I thought it was going to hurt you, sister. And I hope that you get to a point where you can try it, because there's certain stretches in that yoga routine that I sent you that they help me, and I got a bad case, right? So I really, really hope and pray that it does help you too. Hold strong. Are you making a how-to video, Sue? I was just gonna, sorry, Suzanne. I don't think you like Sue, but I was just going to ask if you would make a how-to video on that. So please, please do it. Do it to it. Pool with a noodle, 11 years. Suzanne is great art. Yes, she does. Yes, she does, man. She's a very, very talented lady. As is Claire, as is Baby Kisses. She's a creator of happiness. Remember what we talked about? Yeah, I'm really proud of you, Suzanne. Rhinestone Suzanne. Go! That's how she's been making her outros on her videos, and I just love it, man, because I grew up on old country western. And when I first learned how to play guitar, it was how to play the old country western music. 3 chords That's all you need for a song. 3 chords and a goddamn broken heart. Thank you, Suzanne. I'll be watching for that. So, guys, we got to the point now. I'm pretty happy with the little bags and the way the nose is looking. You see that? How I just been taken away. What's that on the tip of her nose? What the hell did I do there? I dinged her nose. I gotta fix that. I didn't even notice doing that. Jesus, man. You're freaking wrecking my show, man. I'm just kidding. That's the beautiful thing about wood is that... So you're telling me there's a chance? There's always, well, unless you run into something really catastrophic, but when you're carving wood, there's usually another chance if you do make a little mistake. If you just carve deeper, or sand deeper, sand deeper. And so yes, I've been bouncing around in my head what I should do with this brow line. Because I know that it's crazy. And like you see, like the brow line ain't supposed to push out that much. Right, Just Carve Rob? That's probably driving you crazy, eh, buddy? So I was thinking, like, when you got space, like this is canvas, okay? This is a canvas. So what you want to do with it is, it's up to you, right? So should I put little eyebrows? Because this is the canvas to do it, right? Or should I just sand it down a bit so it's just not so pronounced? This is what I'm wondering now. Because we got to address that brow. It's just a little bit too much. Oh, everybody's just talking. God is good. He cured me from diabetes. That is amazing. Amazing. That's amazing to hear. Baby kisses. Thank God for that, sister. I don't know, it pronounces her face. It does. It gives her a nice... I don't want to take away from what she is so far, right? Sue says she likes it. Okay, well, I'll just keep on... I'll leave it. I won't go too crazy on her. Just keep on working here and going a little bit deeper. And I can, now that I'm up here... See, what I like to do, guys, is I like to follow the grains, eh? So, like, when I'm thinking about where I'm going to put a wrinkle or a line or something, if you listen to the grain, it'll tell you. So I'm thinking a couple just wrinkles up here. So I'm going to do one that's like a downwards hump. And then up here, I'm going to do a couple that are following that grain line. Just a couple forehead wrinkles. Just because we can. So I'll put one there, like that. And then maybe, well, maybe just another one, another bottom hump like that. The forehead ain't so big that I can be putting wrinkles all the way up, so I'll just do a couple down there. And then I will cut them in with the little 106 like I do. And then I'll quickly clean it up with the Dremel 7144 like I do. And then we'll do a little bit more sand and fine tuning. It's all about fine tuning now, guys. And also, you know, like, now that I've got those eye bags established, if you get in there underneath that eye and get a good little spot in there carved to show that that's the eye, like just a little bit of shadow play can make all the difference when you're doing things like this. Okay. Shut up, Wowie. Shut up and carve. I will do it. Do it. So, going back, where did I put my little 106? Okay. On live TV. My goodness. Oh, here's one. I got quite a few of them actually. But I don't know if I need to. Well, yeah, I wouldn't. It wouldn't be prudent if I didn't put on my PPE. Well, let's do that real quick. Yeah. Oh, I gotta get that microcarver fixed, man. Pissing me off. Just a little bit of sanding. Just a little sanding to take the rough edges off. Sorry, I should have zoomed you guys in there. I got excited. But I'll just go in here. Just take off the little rough edges. Yeah, I don't know if Pete's still here, but shout out to Pete. He gave me this blue. He gave me this blue sandpaper, about 20 pounds of it in a box. And it's my stuff, man. It's like, what is it? 220 grit, flavor. And I just make little squares, and I'll use it for a bit until the bite is gone. And then I toss that one aside and make another little square. See? Just a little forehead wrinklage. And I'll even like sand them away some so that they're not so much, you know? Just a little bit. Just a little bit. You don't want to get too aggressive with stuff like that. You can throw the whole face off, right? We don't want to do that, the old Fiona. Well, actually, the first one, this one is, I can show you. This one is Fiona. And this is the first one. And this is one that I did. I bought this thing from a it says 2B1V, or it's supposed to say 2B1V on the bottom. Two Brothers, One Vision. Oh, sorry. backwards, of course. But I bought this at an antique store, and it gave me the idea, because you see, it's plastic in there. And this is what gave Pete and I the whole idea for the whole Fiona project. So this is Fiona, and this is part 1 of the Fiona project. And the Fiona project are all 5, I believe he made 5 vessels in total. And so this is Fiona project part 1. So we don't have a name for this old gal yet, but she's part 1 of the Fiona project. Sorry, just let me do this. So I got a little bit of the OCD. And actually, you know, I'm not crying about it, because when it comes to art, OCD can be a little bit kind of helpful. Kind of helpful in certain areas. Okay, I can see some stuff on there that it's not the most symmetrical of wrinkles that I've ever done, but they're in there. And now that I'm looking on through here, I think I should go a little bit more in there. It's just what my brain's telling me, guys. But frick, I don't even have to. I'll just like, oh, I'll show you right now. Ooh, let me tell you. Well, I oughta. No, I'll just grab that little bad boy. I'll throw on my eyes. And we'll just go a little bit deeper right in there. Under the chin. Okay. And then I'll just hit it with just a little tiny bit, so I can't help myself. Just a little bit of a hit with the Pete Blair Sanding Mandrel. Take away the harshness there. But I often tell people, if I really showed how much sanding I do in a carving, 3/4 of the carving video would be sanding. But it's my happy place. And I love it when somebody can look at a carving and say, that's a Wowwy'z sanding right there. I take pride in the sanding. Okay. Yeah, I'm liking that. Give it a little shaky. Little shaky here. Little shaky right there. Nobody has to know about that. Good. Just a little bit more, see that? A little bit more shadow play, folks. And that's how it works for you. You see that? What do you guys think? How's she coming? I gotta take a breather break here. My goodness. I'll just do this. So, oh, no! My goodness, folks. Blow off the old. Man. What's up, folks? How you doing? Hey, Runic, how you doing, brother? Ryan Kearley is here. Looks good. Great job. Thank you, Ryan. Please subscribe. This is the Workshop. I'm Wowie. Hey, so how you doing? Bam, says Rhinestone Suzanne. She's lovely, says Claire. Thank you, guys. Yeah, Harbor Freight has good tools. I just want to get that battery powder rotary that Just Carve Rob has, says Perry. Hey, Plywood's here. How you doing, Plywood? Good to see you, sir. Wow, the whole family is here. Hey, baby Kay, it's looking great. Salute, Claire. Hello, Runic and Plywood. Sophie. The darn tootin' family reunion. All right. From Trees to These is here. Says it's looking awesome, Wowie. Thank you. I'm bad about PPE, says Pete. How about the rest of you? Necro04 is here. Hello, Necro04. How you doing? I'm Wowie. This is the Workshop. Please like and subscribe. There. This is my cozy lights, right? Like, I like the cozy lighting. Welcome, Derek. Derek Predicatton is here. New here and beautiful work and attitude. Thank you. Thank you, Derek. I appreciate that, man. Here, maybe I can give it a little... That's a bit better. I really appreciate that. I got my little lights going here. Oh, we got a little red. Maybe some green. No. Blue? No. There. Sorry about that, guys. I'm big about my lighting. What do I do? Necro04. I'm a carver. I'm an artist. And this piece is a power carving. And it's a flower pot. It's a flower vase, I should say. See this beaker? This makes it so that you can actually use it and clean it for real fresh flowers. Out of cedar. Oh, and I didn't really know, like, until I just did that without the PPE, which I shouldn't do. Don't do that, kids. Do not do it. Don't do stuff without the PPE. Holy man, look at my hair too, eh? Wow! But yeah, I could smell it for the first time, really, like, burst into my face. What a beautiful, oh, cedar. If you guys could only smell this peaceful little lady. It's a beautiful, beautiful smell. Thanks again, Pete. Hello, Just Carved Rob. Gotta go, guys. Just finished cooking. Now it's time to get grub. Well, you have a great night, Suzanne. Thank you, sister, for being here and all your support. Keep shining, Sister Lighthouse. You're doing an amazing job. Very proud of you. Wow, he is. Later, Suzanne. Really nice, Larry says so. Thank you, so. I appreciate you. Merci, mon ami. Really? Hi, Sophie. Everybody's saying hello, goodbye. Looks great, Larry, says Pete. Thank you, Pete. You're a huge part of it, sir. You are a huge part of it. There'd be no canvas without Pete. Perry says so. That's awesome, everybody. The tribe. Tribe's strong, man. The tribe rolls in. Okay, well, we got to keep motoring along, though. So now that I've gotten her to the point where I just want to do some, well, I'll be doing a lot of, like, lightly hand sanding, fine tuning, but stuff that's not really fun to watch so much. But she's getting to the point where I'm really, really starting to be happy with her. I'm not going to go too crazy on the fine details on her. Like, sometimes you can do too much. And I've done it many times where I've been, oh man, I want to take that back, but I'm stoked. I'm stoked with how she's looking. So moving right along, I did say that I wanted to do a little bit more on Bing. Let's have a look at old Bing here. There's her base. Burr 1970s Burr clock base that we are upcycling, people. Let me tell ya, getting that epoxy off there was not fun. It has not been fun. You know, I get these grandiose ideas, but then once you get hip deep into her, oh my goodness. Oh wow, he says, what have I done? Here's Bing. Bing! And for the folks who don't know about Bing, she's a light keeper. And this is how it works for Bing. This is her third eye. These are the front ones. Yep. So this one here, and this one. Maybe this little one here was supposed to go to, yeah. That one goes there, this one goes here. And then I got bigger ones for in the back. But Bing here is a light guardian. And she's got a crystal in her third eye. And then she's going to have crystals growing out the back of her. And I got something in the mail, guys, that I've been itching to show you, but I didn't bring it out here. So, do you guys want me to fly inside really, really quick and show you the surprise? See? Isn't that neat, guys? You guys want to see the surprise? What do we got? Rebecca Polaroid. Rebecca Polaroid. Hello, Rebecca. Welcome to the channel. Please subscribe. We do all sorts of art here. Okay, just 1 second. Woohoo! Woohoo! Oh boy, guys. So, wow, this is getting kind of hectic up here on the old workbench. Just let me do a little. I'll take the Fiona project pieces just out of view for now. Thank you for hanging in there for the brief intuition. And now, guys, now I can show you. So, for those who were here in the beginning, they saw me. Bing is going to be a lamp, okay? I've gotten the hole through her, drilled all the way, everything matches, and I'm going to run a wire up through her and a E12 chandelier socket out of her little arm, okay? Now, I've been keeping this a secret, but this, I'll show that one last. This is what I found for Bing. Oh, that one fell out. Okay, so this is the first version of it. I'm not using this one on this piece, but there's going to be watchers coming in the future where the watcher will be holding this. This is a crystal LED. This is real glass, okay? But this isn't for Bing. This will be on a watcher, because watchers are always protecting the light and holding the light. And if you don't know what a watcher is, check out my playlists. There are these creations that I make, these sentinel guardians, and they're always protecting the light. They're like protectors of man. So I think that'd be really, really cool in one of the watchers. But that's not for Bing on this one. Check this one out. Oh man, I was so excited when I found these, and they're expensive, But you know what? Sometimes your art deserves it, right? Look at this one. So, it's either going to be that one. Oh man. Oh my goodness. Or this one. And I think my heart is saying it's going to be this one. Look at that, guys. LED crystal. So that's what Bing's going to be holding. And it'll light up. Bing! Ha-ha-how! So it'll be either this one or the round one. But one of those two, one of these two, is what Bing is going to be holding, guys. Cool, eh? I'm stoked about that, man. I found them on Etsy. And they were like regular 20 bucks a piece. And I don't know how, but I got all of these. It was on this crazy deal. And I got all of these bulbs for $18. Shipping included. It was like, you know what I could do? Now that I think of it, we can test one of these. You don't want to know why? Because we got this. We have Labra. Ho ho ho! Oh my goodness! Okay, Miss Bing, slide her on back. Oh, the workshop is a rockin' today, folks. Okay, so Labra. Whoa, Jesus! Labra is a past project we did on this channel, on the WIP Wednesday. This is Labra, the candelabra Woodspirit. Pete Blair made the base. Okay. So this is a working. So when I say I'm using a E12 an E12 chandelier socket, that's what we used with Labra. So let's plug her in and test one of these crystal lights. Oh my goodness. This is just amazing. Okay, so when Labra is turned on, maybe it's easier to see that way. See that little light? I have lots of those. But that's the fire, the little licking fire bulb. So we'll click off Labra. We'll swap this out and we will see. Put that somewhere where I don't break it. Let's see. Let's try the round one. Let's see what happens, guys. I haven't tried these yet, so I don't know what it's going to look like when it fires up. Okay. The light's on down. Here we go, guys. First try with the crystal light bulb. Bing! Holy jeez! Ow! They ain't screwing around. Look at that. That is a light giver if I've ever seen one. Holy jeez. Okay. Well, I might be using I have cords that have dimmers. Like it's an inline switch that has a dimmer. And it's an extension cord. And you can just hook any lamp up to it. I get them from Amazon. And it makes your lamp dimmable. So I might be doing that with Bing because that was pretty bright. But hey, since we're in here, I'm not going to try the other one that I think I'm going to use because that'll blow the grand finale. But let's try this other one that's kind of wonky. Well, not wonky, but the cut just wasn't right. This one, let's just see what that one does. Oh, that's a lot softer. See, that's pretty cool. Almost don't need a dimmer on that one. But you see that? Real crystal. Oh my goodness. Does that ever make Wowie happy? So that's what I've been anticipating to show you guys. Are those bulbs. Oh man. It's gonna be so cool when Bing is all done, all painted and ready. But there's a lot to do. A lot to do, folks, because we have to paint. Excuse me. We have to sand her cloak so there's no maker's marks left, and then we have to paint her cloak with forest green base and then copper and brass. I'm going to hit it with copper and brass so she looks kind of shimmery and like magical. Okay, got to put these somewhere safe. And then where the crystals and everything are growing out here. Okay, let's put Labra back safe too, because whoa, damn it, I think I just broke it. Well, let's see. Oh no, still going strong. Okay. We'll put Labra aside here. So yes, we're going to, there it is. We're going to paint her cloak, hit it with like shades of brass and copper spray paint so she looks shimmery. And then, where her crystals are coming out, there's going to be, I'm going to use flock. Oh, sorry. Flocking. Now, some of you are familiar, woodworkers, or just creators in general. I may be familiar with flocking, but it's like a green, it's either velvet or satin, but it's in powder form. And it's what people used to put on the bottom of like bookends or statues and stuff. It was like a green fuzzy. That's flock. And so I use flocking to look like moss, right? So I'm going to have some different flocking up here, and it's just a flat green. But I have stuff called static grass. Now, static grass is what a lot of the guys that do trains and models and the whole setup, they use static grass. And static grass is this amazing stuff that when you put down the glue and stuff and then you use it, you have this hopper that has a wire coming out of it because there's a battery in the hopper, and you put your static grass in the hopper, and then you go over to your glued surface that has the glue, and you shake it, and you hold the little roach clippy thing, and it causes a static reaction, and it makes the grass stand up. And it's really cool. But it was an expensive little kit. It was like $150 by the time I bought all the grass and stuff. But it is so cool. So there's going to be a combination of the traditional flock as well as the static grass growing on the top of her, because I want her to look like she's come out of the forest floor, right? And then there's going to be sections on her burl base where I'm going to have little tiny single quartz crystals, just the cheap ones that are not really nice for jewelry or anything, but my brother has a big bag of them, and just various spots around the burl. There's going to have tiny little crystals poking out. And then I'm also going to put flock and static grass in spots around here. I'm not going to go overboard. On the base. So, yes, as you can see, there is a lot going on with Miss Bing. She is a big project. And I know I do that stuff to myself. I did it to my own self, so there ain't no complaining about it, but hey, it's what I love to do. And you know what I love most about this is that I have all of you folks with me, coming through it and being here with my creation. Like, I feel like this has all been done together, and you guys are all part of it. Hey? Yeah. Okay, Wowie. How about you shut up for a second and have a drink of water? Check your messages. Oh, Matthew has to leave. Good night, Matthew. That's right, bing. Rob, you silly. What did Rob say? Don't leave your gummies in the truck. They turn into a sticky mess. Guess I'll have to make some gummy cookies. Yes, gummies don't do well in plus 40. I'm just making sure I haven't messed anything important here. Oh, it was velvet. Is it velvet? Powdered velvet is the flock? That will look flocking awesome. Yes. Trees of the East. There you go. There you go. I have to leave. Johan is just arriving. Let's go for dinner. Really awesome. Hey, thank you, so. Good night. Fist bumps to Johan. Give him my best. He's a good man. Thank you for coming, sister. Much love. Much love. Yeah. Yep, I'm with these hearts for all the folks that are leaving. Love you guys. Thanks for coming, Matthew Ken. Thanks for coming, so as always. So, now that you guys have seen the magic light bulbs, have seen the plan come alive, I'm going to work a little bit on Bing. I told you that I wanted to do a little bit more on her robe, and then I'll probably close it with just some more sanding on this nitpicking, godforsaken clock burl. I tell you, that was one heck of a thing to take on myself. So yeah, I'll do a little bit more sanding while I'm in here, while you guys talk, if that's cool. Do you guys want me to keep on going for a little bit more? Howdy, y'all. Hey, Matt. Matt Gars is here. Oh, geez, Matt, I gotta show you now. This is where I got to so far, Matt. What do you think, sir? I really appreciate and honor and value your feedback. I've learned a lot from what I know from you. Pretty good little profile going. I haven't punched through into the cavity that is in there. That's where we're at, brother. Hope you like her. Whoa. Sorry, folks, just gotta slide by there. Got so much to do and just a little space to do it. Yo! It's awesome. For Matt's in New Zealand, Matt Cars. And if you guys are watching and you guys are new here, go to his channel. Almost everybody that is in the chat here are amazing creators themselves. And they have channels are worthy of your subscription. And I wouldn't say so if I didn't truly believe it. And Matt Carves is one of them. Hit him up, check him out. If you want to learn how to carve, he's an amazing teacher. Okay? Probably much better than me because he's very slow and relaxed, and he talks you through it, and I learn a lot, and I'm a proud member of his channel. Looks cool. I like the wrinkles. Thank you, sir. I don't know. It just looked old, like an older soul to me, you know. So, diarrhea gang. Thanks. I'm proud. Hello, diarrhea gang. How you doing? Hey, everybody's welcome here. I apologize about the diarrhea. Hope it gets better. Everybody's talking. Good. So yes, well, where am I at? 3:40? Holy smokes, eh? Already an hour and 40 in, guys. Jeez. That's crazy. So yes, I'll do some more of that. Now in here, in the crystal holes, I still have to level them out a little bit. So, like I was rambling last time, I was going to use this dovetail Kutzall. Use the link in the affiliate link in the description, down in the basement, folks. Get all your Kutzall tools that I use here, right down there. We are a proud affiliate. There's a couple folks in this tribe. Matt Carves, Jordy Johnson, Rhinestone Suzanne. We're all Kutzall affiliates. So I'm going to go in there, up and down, in this hole to make sure that it's all level in there. So those crystals sit nice and Kentucky. And then I'm going to switch over to my Peter Blair mandrels on my 2 sanding machine. I'm going to go buck wild on this sanding, folks. We got to get her ready for paint. Because like I get into these things, well, no, before I start sanding, I'm going to work on that cuff, on that sleeve here. And then we will get to sanding. Because we got to get her to the point where she's ready for paint. Because I can just go on forever and forever. And I don't want to waste time. There's so many projects that I want to do. Alright guys? That's what I'll do next. So, let's get you set up. So you're looking not at my ugly mug, but at the project at hand. Give you one of these and give you one of those. Just like that. Look at that. Okay, guys. So we'll go a little bit more on that. And again, I truly appreciate you being here and hanging out. It's my favorite time of the week, and I ain't shitting you. I love the WIP Wednesday. And you know what? I think the algorithm, hamster, is actually getting to like old Wowie a little bit. Because the views have been going up. I know you get more views in the vertical than you do in the landscape, so I've been trying to do more verticals for that reason only, but I will do landscape ones where it's just for the tribe and you guys can see a lot better, but I'll probably only get 100 views at the end of it, but opposed to 1,000, right? So I'm just doing my best, guys. Okay, I'll shut up. Here we go. Holy smokes. Woo! Holy jeez. It's a warm one, folks. It is a warm one. Okay. That's where we got her to. How will we do it in the chat? Okay, everybody just talking. Whew. Okay, well, I'm going to pull you back a little bit. Take you on back here just a tiny bit. Oh, wow. Hit that like. Hey, we got 35 likes so far, folks. That's pretty darn good for a wowie. Thank you, guys. Thank you. The algorithm hamster will be happy today. They got 35 pellets. Hit that, tap that thing, however it does, wherever you're seeing, looking at me, watching me from. Give the algorithm hamster a pellet. Hit that like button. Yes, I need some water. I need to cool off. That was a warm one. We're 1 minute away from the 2 hour. So we did it, guys. I didn't know. I actually didn't know if I was even going to make an hour today. I guess it doesn't help that I'm right packed full of adrenaline and I'm all excited to see y'all. Okay, let's get a little bit better light there. Holy smokes. Warm. Gah! How's that for hair? That's okay, guys. Full of sawdust and sweat. I go straight in and straight into the shower, or my wife would kill me. Oh, the last time I got 35 pellets, it was after eating bad cheese. That's awesome, Rob. It's so great that you've been coming, man. It makes the WIP Wednesdays all the more fun, sir. I really appreciate it. Thank you, everybody, for coming. It sure means a lot to me, your support. And we made her, man. We made her till 2 hours. 4 o'clock. Bentley Shipers says hello. Hello, Bentley. How you doing? Welcome to Wowwy'z Workshop. You've caught us at kind of the end today, but please subscribe and every Wednesday I come back and do a live. Every Wednesday, it's WIP Wednesdays. And there's always lots of fun stuff to watch. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the workshop. I'm Wowie. Woo! Yes. And I'm looking at the count there. Yeah, people are slowly changing channels now. They had enough of me. Oh, man. So I won't take up too much more of you guys' time. That's about all I got in me today. So thank you, everybody. Thank you. I'm yawning my head off. Need to go to bed, too. Thank you, Claire. Merci, mon ami. You go have some rest. Rest your back. Thank you very much for staying up for Wowie. I really, really appreciate you, sister. Much love. And good night. Hey, thank you, Perry. Thank you for always being here and such a strong supporter. You as well, Matt. Thank you, sir. Truly, truly means a lot to me. Baby's kisses. Derek, thank you. Pleasure to meet you. Pleasure to meet you, sir. I hope you subscribe and stick around. I'll just tell everybody, tomorrow I'll be uploading a Karma Carves video. Karma Carves is when I decide that I'm going to send somebody something for no real apparent reason, just because they're good people. And it's part of the whole sticker swap and stuff. But I use Karma Carves so that I can kind of feature other people. It's like how I do Tribe Mail, but I didn't receive anything, so I'm just sending something. So that's the difference between Karma Carves and Tribe Mail. And I'll be posting one tomorrow. We sent something off to a really, really important part of the tribe, and he received it today. So now that gives me the green light. Excuse me, gives me the green light to post my video, because I had to wait till he got it, or else I'd have ruined the surprise. CCU, hello. Hello, CCU. Thank you for the live Wowwy'z, says the Electric Whittler. Thank you for being here, brother. I subbed and I liked. Thank you, Derek. I really appreciate you, sir. What's up, CCU? You caught us at the very, very end. But I'm here every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Pacific time. I'm on Vancouver Island in Canada. Good night from trees to these. From trees to these. Good night, Just Carve Rob. Awesome group here, says Grumpy. Thank you, Grumpy. I've subbed, says CCU. Thank you very much. I really appreciate everyone, each and every one of you. You're part of my family. Good night. Great live. Thank you from trees to these. Thank each and every one of you for being here. You guys all be safe. It's a crazy world right now. Look out for your people. Look out for your neighbor. Good to catch you, buddy. Hey, Mike is making stuff right at the end. Sorry, sir, you missed me, man. You got to come back. 2 p.m. Pacific. 2 p.m. Pacific, brother. And you're doing just great. Mike is making stuff. Keep it up, man. You're doing awesome. And congrats on your recent milestones. Wow, he's proud of you. Good night, everybody. You guys all stay safe. I'll be here next Wednesday, and I'm posting stuff. I'll be posting and be watching for this. That'll come either today or tomorrow. I'll crack that open and make a little short and add it to the board of support. All right, guys. Hey, just before I close, I'll show you so you guys can see what's back here. Hey. There's the Wowwy'z Workshop and the Two Brothers One Vision. And right here is my board of support. And that's where all the stickers from all the tribe go. So I'm going to be adding to that. So watch for that. And to everybody, thank you. Much love. Have a good night, Grumpy. Thank you, brother. Much love to you, man. See you guys all soon. Wowie out.